Hey guys, it's Glenn, the video editor for St. Mark's Lutheran Church in Evansville, Indiana. To the church members of St. Mark's in Evansville that subscribe to the channel, how you doing? I got a treat for you today. I am going to be showing you the equipment that I use for editing the videos once I get them on the camera. So if you will please excuse all the jostling around while I take the camera off the tripod to show you what I do. This will only take a minute, so excuse this. Sorry about the hand there, friends. Okay. Here is not there, but right here is a 2007 edition of a Mac Mini. It is currently running Mac OS X 10.7.5 for the operating system, which is the last OS it can run. And here is a wonderful application for video editors. It is iMovie. Now we need to know what version that is. So the version of iMovie that I am currently running is iMovie 11. The software version is 9.0.9. It is, as you see, an Apple product, but it is absolutely wonderful for doing video edits. Now, what do I do once I get the video from the camera into the editor? Well, what I do is once I connect the camera to the computer via USB and main power, which is what the camera's running off of right now, the video camera that I'm using is a Panasonic SDR H18. It has 32x optical zoom and optical image stabilization. This is one of those video cameras back in the day that was pretty cool. It has its own internal hard drive in it, and it also has a slot for an SD card. Now I might put an SD card in just for some added storage, just in case I run out of room. But yeah, this camera has served me really well, and it is currently the camera that is recording this part of the video. Now, when I get the video into the software, because I have to import the software, I have to import the video into an event library, which I have titled St. Mark's Sermons. I started this in 2018, and I have an archive of the videos from when I started doing this, and I have the archive on a desktop computer. I originally had the archive on a 250 gig external hard drive, but the hard drive crapped out on me, so I'm just using the computer's hard drive for storing it temporarily. Now, what you're seeing here after the video has been imported is this is where the video is actually imported. And what I do is, once the video is in this section of the editor, please excuse the video jumping over here, but once the video is in this section here, okay, and excuse the date there, it is actually 2020, not 2007. So I then select the entire clip. I have to select the entire clip, like so, and then I click and drag the entire clip into the project editor so that I can put graphics on screen. I can put pictures on screen, and I can even do I can even put music in the finished video. I don't do that with the sermon videos because I want it quiet. I only want pastor speaking. So once I get the video here, there are a few things that I kind of like to do before I actually get editing on the video. And I used to do this, but since we have a new soundboard, I don't do it anymore. What I used to do is I would, sorry friends, hang on here, I am so sorry. Okay, please excuse that. So what I usually do is I select all here, and then I would select the little gear right where the cursor is, right here, and I would do audio adjustments. And in the audio adjustment section, what I used to do, but I don't do it anymore, is I would increase the volume, I would reduce background noise, and I would choose an equalizer, which would be a voice enhance. But since the board has been set up, the new audio board has been set up, I don't need to do that anymore because the audio sounds really, really good. Take a listen.
Jesus said to the disciples, "You have heard that it was said to those of ancient times, you shall not murder."
Okay, did you notice how nice that was? That was so nice. That sounded really good. I didn't even have to do a thing to the audio. So once that was done, what I do then is I would put the reading on screen, because this is what I do. I record the reading, and then I just let it record. I let the camera record all the way through his sermon, all the way through. So as you can see, this week's reading was quite a bit long. So the reading is going to be in the video's description once it's uploaded. So, and I know where to get that reading, so, and I'll show you exactly where I go to get that reading. Where I go to get the reading is from a website called tecartabible.com. Now, what was the reading? Matthew 5:21 to 37. So, and notice with Takarta Bible, you can go side by side, have one version on one side, have another version, or a study Bible on the other side. That's great if you're doing a quick study. So, what I've done, or what I do, is I select all the verses that are in the reading, which I get from the Journey Service Bulletin. And then once I get them, I bring them into a word processor, and I put a font. I select the entire reading. I select a font that I like, and of course I like the Helvetica font because it's really nice, and it really works well for a lot of these videos. And what I do is I bold the actual reference itself along with the translation, and then I leave the actual reading itself in a normal font face. Once that's done, usually what I do is I highlight it and then I copy and paste it into this right here, into that, and it's usually a transition called a, where is it? I'm sorry, it's a text, or it's a title called a pull focus. And if I zoom in, you can see what it's doing. See what it's doing there? It blurs the background and brings the text forward. So that's usually what I use, but because this reading is so big, the font on screen would be pretty small. And I usually go with a 18 or 20 font, you know, an 18 or 20 point font size. So, but because, like I said, this reading is so large, it's 16 verses, I figured I'd put the reading in the video's description. Not this one, but this one once it's up on YouTube, the one that I'm doing this behind the scenes with. Oh, and that word processor that I'm using is called Pages. And Pages is Apple's answer to Microsoft Office. I could have done this in LibreOffice, but the integration of all of Apple's apps for Pages, the word processor, Keynote, which is the presentation, and Numbers, which is their spreadsheet, is so tightly integrated that I can actually take the text right here and just put it right in, which is kind of nice. So, once I get the reading done, I have been getting the sermon slide from our previous secretary, Stephanie, and I will soon be getting the sermon slides from our new secretary, Alicia. Or Elsia, I should say. If I messed up your name, I do apologize for that. So, and what I can do is I can increase the size of the photo. What I've actually done is when I drop the photo in, when I drop it in, it gives me the option of several things I can do with the photo. One of them is picture in picture. So once I've got the photo where I want it, I'll let this kind of play out just a little bit. Okay. Notice how it looks kind of like a news broadcast. That's kind of the idea that I was going for. And sometimes Pastor will move around, and so I have to adjust accordingly. I have to pan which way he's moving, and you'll see that in the video when it goes up. But I let that go all the way until the end here. And I stop just before he says amen, and then as he's saying amen, I put another bunch of text on screen which says thanks for watching, and then a fade out, and then it stays black. So that's the video, and then once I'm done editing, I will go up here to the share menu, and I will say export movie. And then when it's done exporting, it leaves a file on screen, or on the computer, which I have titled 12/16/2020 sermon. And so then what I do is I connect remotely to this computer through that one. This one is a custom-built system that I built myself, and the operating system here on this one is Linux Mint. So now, once I connect to the screen here, and I will show this in a screencast because I don't want to use the camera because it's kind of awkward. So so join me at the computer for a screencast, and I will show you exactly what I do once the video is transferred over. The video file is transferred over along with the thumbnail of the sermon slide. So join me at the computer, and I will see you in a few minutes.
All right, here we are at the channel page for St. Mark's. For those of you that want to subscribe to the channel, it is listed here. That's the name of the channel that I chose. I just wanted something short and sweet, so I figured I'd just use this. Currently, we have about, how many videos do we have here? We've got about 60 something videos here. We've got a couple of playlists set up. This is the second behind the scenes video, so wait a minute, what the heck happened here? Oh, excuse me guys, I've gone kind of crazy here. Here we go. Okay, so once I get the video done on the Mac, I then connect remotely to, it says That's my mom's Mac Mini, and I am currently on. I'm the one currently logged in to that computer, and so I usually just, leave it logged in. But let me show you what I do here. So let me go ahead and unmount that, and then I'll show you step by step what I do here. So what I do is I open up my home folder, which has a lot of other uh, stuff in it. It's got some of my personal items here. And then what I do is I go to Network. I click on the network here. And sometimes these switch, but let me check this one. Okay, I'm already logged in. Sometimes it gives me an option to log in after I log out for a while. But that NetDude21 folder, that's mine because I'm currently logged in. So then what I do is I double click on it. It mounts to the desktop here. And then since I save the video file and the thumbnail to the desktop on the Mac, I go to the desktop folder. I highlight both of these, and then I just drag them over. And what I've been doing recently is I've been taking the sermon slide, copying it over while the video is rendering, and then when it's done, I just drag it over. I've been doing the video files at 1280 by 720 screen resolution, so they come out to about a full gigabyte and a half in size. And then once I get the slide and the video moved over to my computer here, I log into the to my channel. The St. Mark's channel is a sub-channel of mine, so I've got full control. I also made another member who's a fellow YouTuber, a manager, so if I miss something, he'll catch it. And so here's what I do. Since YouTube now has implemented the YouTube Studio, what I do now is I go ahead and I click YouTube Studio, let it load. Okay, this was just launched today, so I'm not going to learn more, so the heck with that. Dismiss that. Okay, so how do I get the video up? So what I do is I go ahead and I click on the upload video button, or I can click create and upload it that way. And it's giving me an option here to upload with Classic, but I like the new Studio one better. So what I now do is I select the file to upload, and normally you wouldn't see these desktop shortcuts here, but what I usually do is I go ahead and I upload the video first, get that started. So once it goes, as it's uploading, I will begin the process of uploading the thumbnail, which is right here. And that's what you see when you go to click on the video. You see the sermon slide. So the title of the sermon is, let me see if I can grab that, is The Art of Impersonation. So what I do is I have that highlighted, and then I just back this out. So I will go ahead and type that in, but I will type it in quotes. Just like that. And I missed something there. Sorry, guys. And then what I'll do is in the description, I have to go somewhere to get the reading. So that website that I showed from the video camera in the first part of this behind the scenes is the same website that I use to for my own, it's the same website that I use for my own videos, which I have yet to upload. So, but this is a very good website here. So if you're ever needing something, say, so I don't need that, don't need that. What I do need is the new revised standard version, which is the version that we use at St. Mark's. And then I go to Matthew chapter 5. And then I go verse 21. It'll take me to 21. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and highlight from verse 21 to verse 37. So just give me one moment here, guys. So, and then normally what I would do is I would take these verses and put them in a text editor or a word processor to put them on screen, but since I'm not putting them on screen, I'm creating a link, and I can either do two things. I can copy it and then put it into the description, or I can share it, which will create a shareable link, which will then take you to the reading. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it, and then I will be right back, friends. Give me one moment. All right. Sorry for that little interruption there, guys. So anyway, since I've already got the verse or the reading copied, all I have left to do now is just paste it, and that's what I'm going to do. And looks like I might be over the limit here. Okay, so and since the verses are bracketed, so here's what I'm going to do. Actually, I just thought of something here. I'm actually going to take this and just delete that, and then what I'm going to do is go back up to here, and I'm just going to select all these verses again, and then what I'm going to do is just create a clickable link where you can actually, as the video is going, you can actually follow along. What is going on? Yeah, this is live, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to copy something and it's not cooperating with me, so I'm going to try this again. Hopefully this will be the third time, and as they say, third time's the charm, and apparently not. So let's try this. Got it that time. Now I'm going to share it. So I create a shareable link. So I've got the link copied. I can even share it on the Facebook page. If we had a Twitter account or I had access to the password to the Twitter account, I can actually put the link there. But I'm going to copy the link and then go here and then paste the link. But I got to do this. And then since I got that, I can go ahead and paste it. And now when I go to upload, or once the video is published, that link will become active for you to click on so you can read along. And the next thing I do is I do something like this. Let's see. I'll usually type something like this. Something like that. And then what I'll do is I'll type in the service times. We have a 9 a.m. contemporary service. And with that contemporary service, we actually play contemporary Christian music, the same kind of music you'd hear on Christian radio. And then after that, we have a coffee hour. And we also have a Sunday school. And I will also let you know when we have, when there is no Sunday school, which I think will be just before Easter, I think. And then at 11 o'clock, we have a more traditional service. And that second service is for you folks who like to just have the traditional evangelical Lutheran service. And then after this, what I also do is I go ahead and say something like this. And since I can never remember the actual URL for the website, I go up here to my bookmark bar and I just copy and paste the URL for the church, for the website. and then I paste it, and then I also will put in this. And that one I can remember. Okay, and then I will go ahead and see what other things need to be done. Okay, of course, they're doing the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act here. Now, I don't mind that, but when I say yes, it is made for kids, I have no option of going with the comments. So what I'll do is I'll say no, it's not made for kids, and then I will leave that alone. I say no, don't restrict my videos to viewers over 18. And then I select the recording date, which was Sunday, February 16th. I will not allow embedding. And then I will check this box, show how many viewers like and dislike this video. And then I will select hold all comments for review. That way, if a review comes in, or that way if a comment comes in, I can review it, and if it's appropriate, I will post it. So this will be the video link, which will be going on our Facebook page once the video is uploaded and processed. I don't want any video elements on the page or on the video, so I'll go ahead and click next, and then I will click here to publish now and tell it to go public, and then I will just let this go, and I will see you guys in a few minutes, or I'll see you guys in a little while, because this is going to take a little over an hour and a half. So once this is ready, then I will show you when it's done, then I will publish it. So be back in a little bit, guys. Alright guys, we're back. As you can see, the video has finished processing. So all I have to do now is just hit publish, and it will publish the video to YouTube. And what I usually do sometimes, but it hasn't been working recently, is I like to copy the link for the video. It says link copied to clipboard. Now when I go to publish, it'll go ahead and publish the video, and then I have to post the link to Facebook. So let's go to Facebook real quick here. Here's the Facebook page for the church. And so what I usually like to write is something like this. But before I write though, I don't want a background, guys, come on. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll right click, and then I'll paste. Now that didn't work. So what I have to do is I have to copy the link again and then paste it. Okay, that didn't work. So I'll just go ahead and close. And then I can click here for options, get shareable link. Link's been copied. Now I can paste. There's the link. So I can say this. And then after that, oopsie, I see something that I shouldn't have done. So then after I do that, I go ahead and I share now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to see that it's uploading. And it shouldn't be, there it is. Now it's uploaded. And there's the video for Sunday. Well, guys, it's been great showing you this behind the scenes look. And I will catch you guys next time.
Well, guys, I hope
Bye.
you enjoyed this behind the scenes look at what I do here at my house, in my, as you can see, my home office. So I just wanted to kind of show you what I do the few days after church. I wanted to get the video up Tuesday, but somebody had an appointment, I had a doctor's appointment, well, my mom had a doctor's appointment, so I couldn't get it up on time because that's what I usually do. I take Mondays off to kind of rest my voice because I'm part of the praise band, so I figured take Mondays off, rest. But this week has been pretty hectic, so I just now got the video up yesterday, so, and as you just saw in the screencast, I took my time, figured out what to do, and I was so anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please not only give that sermon video a like, but give this one a like as well. Subscribe to the channel. Share the heck out of these sermon videos to your friends and family, because who knows, maybe just hearing the Word of God can help break them out of their funk. Who knows? So to my brothers and sisters in Christ at St. Mark's, I love you guys, and I will see you on Sunday. And to those of you watching here on YouTube, I'll see you next time. Bye for now. God bless.